What is really going on is absolutely enormous.
The greatest hypnotist on planet Earth is a oblong box in the corner of the room. It is constantly telling us what to believe is real.
If you can persuade people that what they see with their eyes is what there is to see, you're gone. Because they'll laugh in the face of an explanation that portrays the bigger picture of what's happening. And they have.
Morning, mate. All right, how you doing?
Let me get the story right. The press claim that you claim to be the Son of God.
Mm-hmm. Well, Hospital Porter's Pride and Dignity stopped the New World Order. Welcome to Herpanwo TV yet again. I'm still in the same place I was when I filmed my last film about David. And there's the Kensington Hilton over there. This is that shite article I was telling you about before. I'm now watching this documentary, which is called David Icke, Was He Right? Now, this is actually a mainstream documentary. It was broadcast, I think, a couple of years ago, and it is a vast improvement on anything that's come out of the mainstream about David before. It is toned down, but only slightly toned down from what David actually publishes himself. I was enormously impressed with it, and I do recommend it to anyone, because I mean, some of you who are watching this after watching my first film may well be new to David's information. You may well have read that appalling article in The Sun. You know, and I'd say to you, watch David Icke, Was He Right as well, because it is really essential viewing, I'd say, for someone new to David's information. And the fact that it was put up on Channel 5, late at night albeit, but it was still put up on Channel 5, is a remarkable achievement and a remarkable sign of the turning of the tide. I've often said that they, you know, the Illuminati and their media manipulators cannot stop people putting what they want in the media by force. They have to use very crafty means. If enough people in the media business refuse to comply, then there's nothing they can do about it. So when those crafty means fail, they can't sort of like control what every single journalist and every single TV producer brings out, and they just have to make do. Now, this was produced by a man who went to see one of David's live shows when he was a student. This is a young filmmaker from Northern Ireland, and he went to see one of David's early live shows during what David used to call his turquoise period, which is a strange. It sounds a bit like a gynecological condition, doesn't it? Doctor, I've got a turquoise period. Basically he decided that when he graduated he would make a proper documentary, a proper film about David Icke, and he has. He's made an hour-long documentary, which is really outstandingly good. Another reason I like it is because it features your humble servant. Yeah, I appear very briefly in a cameo role in the second half of the programme, so about 2/3 of the way through. You'll see me briefly. I had to fill out a form and everything because you know, they're quite stringent with people appearing in movies now. You know, I had to fill out a permission. I had to give my permission to be put into the movie. I'm very, very glad to have helped David in that way. You know, and I'm very glad to have been in that movie. You know, if it'd been any of the others, I would have probably refused and said I don't want nothing to do with it, because you're going to call David names and be rude and nasty about him. Just thought I'd share that with you as well, and makes a nice counterbalance to the last film I made. I think things are looking up for David, you know, and for people who respect him, admire him, and are interested in his ideas. Well, thank you for watching Herpanwo TV. Hospital Porter's Pride and Dignity, stop the New World Order.